Have you ever felt like you didn't matter to anyone? Have you ever done something wonderful only for no one to appreciate it? I know what that feeling is like. Sometimes, even when you do everything right, people may still not value you. They may ignore you, take you for granted, or treat you as though you are just an option. This can damage your self-confidence and make you want to give up. And it can be even more painful when it happens with the people you love, family, friends, or a partner. Some people might tell you that you shouldn't care what others think, and that you should focus only on yourself. They might even quote Stoic philosophers who tell us that we cannot control how others perceive us, and that we should simply be satisfied with our own actions. And while Stoicism offers guidance in many areas, there are times when we must also turn to psychology. So what if I told you that there are ways to make people notice you, respect you, and make you a priority? What if I told you that you can become more influential, more attractive, and more valued in the eyes of others? Wouldn't you want to know how? There are certain strategies that can help you achieve exactly this. They are rooted in psychology, science, and an understanding of human behavior. By applying these 10 strategies, you can make the people who matter to you keep you in their minds, always. You can become a priority in their lives and receive the appreciation you deserve. Are you ready to change your life? Let's begin. But before we start, I have one small request. Please watch this video all the way to the end because every single strategy matters. You don't want to miss any of them. Trust me. The first strategy is to be rare. What does that mean? It means you should not always be available, always agreeable, and always predictable. Why? Because when something is rare, it becomes more valuable. Think about it. When something is scarce, people want it more. They are willing to pay more for it, and they place greater value on it. This is called the scarcity principle, and it applies to human relationships as well. For example, imagine you have a friend who always calls you, always texts you, and always invites you to hang out. You like this friend, but you don't feel particularly excited when you see them. You know they will always be there no matter what. Now imagine another friend who is very busy, has many interests, and travels a great deal. You don't see this friend very often, but when you do, you feel genuinely happy. You look forward to their calls, their messages, and their invitations. You value their time and their presence. Which of those friends do you think is harder to come by and therefore more valuable? The same logic applies to romantic relationships. If you are always available for your partner, always agreeing with them, and always doing whatever they want, you might think you are being a good partner. But in reality, you are making yourself less attractive. You are giving them everything they want, too much, too soon, and too easily. You are not challenging them or inspiring them. You are not creating any mystery or excitement. You are not making them work for your attention or your love. In other words, you are not being rare. So how can you be rare? Here are some tips. Don't always be the first one to call, text, or initiate contact. Sometimes let them reach out to you and show them that you are engaged. Don't always say yes to everything they ask or suggest. Have your own opinions, your own preferences, and your own boundaries. Say no when you don't want to do something or when you have other plans. Don't always be available for them. Have your own life, your own hobbies, and your own goals. Spend time with other people and do things that make you happy. Show them that you have a great deal to offer and that you are not dependent on them. Don't always be predictable. Sometimes surprise them with a gift, a compliment, or a spontaneous plan. Show them that you are fun, creative, and adventurous. Make them wonder about you and about what you might do next. By being rare, you will make yourself more valuable. You will create a sense of urgency and a fear of missing out. You will make them want you more and appreciate you more. You will become a priority in their lives. The second strategy is to be different. What does that mean? It means you should not be like everyone else. You should stand out from the crowd. Why? Because when something is different, it becomes more noticeable. Think about it. When something is unique, people pay more attention to it. They become more curious about it, and they remember it more. This is called the von Restorff effect, and it applies to human relationships as well. For example, imagine you are at a party and you see many people wearing similar clothes, talking about similar topics, and behaving in similar ways. You might not remember any of them or feel any particular attraction toward them. They are all the same. They are all a little dull. Now imagine you notice someone who is dressed differently, talking about something different and behaving in a completely different way. This person might catch your attention, and you might want to learn more about them. You might find them more attractive, more memorable. They are different. They are interesting. The same logic applies to romantic relationships. If you are just like everyone else, doing what everyone else does, you might think you are being normal and safe. But in reality, you are making yourself less attractive. You are not showing your personality, your uniqueness, or your worth. You are not expressing your ideas, your passions, or your dreams. You are not being different. So how can you be different? Here are some tips. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Show your true colors and embrace your quirks. Don't try to fit in or please everyone. Be authentic and take pride in who you are. Don't be afraid to be different in your style and your taste. Don't follow trends or norms. Be original and creative. Don't be afraid to be different in your knowledge and your skills. Don't hide your talents or your achievements. Be intelligent and be confident. Don't be afraid to be different in your humor and your charisma. Don't be boring or stiff. Be funny and be magnetic. By being different, you will make yourself more noticeable. You will create a sense of curiosity and a desire to know more. You will make them interested in you and make them remember you. You will become a priority in their lives. The third strategy is to be valuable. What does that mean? It means you should not be a burden, a problem, or a responsibility, but rather a benefit, a solution, and an asset. Why? Because when something is valuable, it becomes more desirable. Think about it. When something is useful, people need it more. They are more grateful for it and they trust it more. This is called the principle of reciprocity, and it applies to human relationships as well. For example, imagine you have a friend who is always asking for favors, always complaining about their problems, and always expecting you to fix things for them. You may not particularly enjoy this friend's company, yet you feel obligated to help. You know they will never do anything for you, and that they will never truly appreciate what you do for them. Now imagine another friend who is always doing you favors, always listening to your problems and always offering you solutions. You might love this friend and feel genuinely grateful. You know they will always be there for you, and that they truly value what you do for them. Which of those friends do you think is more valuable and therefore more desirable? This applies to all other relationships as well. If you are always a burden, a problem, or a responsibility to your partner, you might think you are showing them how much you need them and how much you love them. But in reality, you are making yourself less attractive. You are taking more than you give, and you are creating more stress than joy. You are not being valuable. So how can you be valuable? Here are some tips. Don't always ask for favors. Offer them instead. Help your partner with their tasks, their goals, and the challenges they face. Show them that you are supportive and that you care about their well-being. Don't always complain about your own problems. Listen to theirs instead. Be empathetic and understanding. Show them that you are a good listener and that you respect their feelings. Don't always expect them to solve your problems. Offer solutions instead. Be proactive and resourceful. Show them that you are a problem solver and that you can handle whatever comes your way. Don't always take from them. Give instead. Be generous and thoughtful. Show them that you are grateful and that you appreciate what they do for you. By being valuable, you will make yourself more desirable. You will create a sense of gratitude and a bond of trust. You will make them need you more and rely on you more. You will become a priority in their lives. The fourth strategy is to be mysterious. What does that mean? It means you should not reveal everything about yourself. Instead, keep some secrets, some surprises, and some things hidden. Why? Because when something is mysterious, it becomes more captivating. Think about it. When something is unknown, people want to explore it more. It holds their attention more deeply, and they enjoy the process of discovering it. This is called the curiosity gap, and it applies to human relationships as well. For example, imagine you meet someone who tells you absolutely everything about themselves. Their life, their past, their future, the things they love, the things they hate, their fears, their hopes, everything. You might feel overwhelmed by all this information and lose interest in them. You already know everything there is to know about them. There is nothing left to discover. Now imagine you meet someone who shares some things about themselves, but not everything. They leave some gaps, some ambiguities, some tantalizing hints. This person might fascinate you and make you want to learn more. You don't yet know everything about them. There is still so much to discover. If you reveal everything about yourself to someone, you might think you are being honest and building trust, but in reality you are making yourself less attractive. You leave no room for mystery or excitement. You are not sparking their curiosity or their imagination. You are not being mysterious. So how can you be mysterious? Here are some tips. Don't tell them everything about yourself. Let them discover some things on their own. Share some details, but not all of them. Leave some questions unanswered, some stories unfinished, some secrets untold. Make them curious and make them want to ask. Don't show them everything you are capable of, but surprise them with certain skills, talents, or achievements. Reveal some of what you have, but not all of it. Leave some surprises, some revelations yet to come. Make them impressed and make them admire you. Don't always do what they expect you to do, but surprise them with certain actions, gestures, or plans. Do some of the things they enjoy, but not all of them. Leave a little unpredictability, a little spontaneity, a little adventure. Excite them and make them happy. Don't always stay the same, but surprise them with certain changes, improvements, or transformations. Let them know some things about you, but not everything. Leave a little growth, a little evolution, a little newness. Surprise them and make them proud. By being mysterious, you will make yourself more captivating. You will create a sense of wonder and a desire to learn more. You will make them invested in you and make them enjoy the process of discovering you. You will become a priority in their lives. The fifth strategy is to be challenging. What does that mean? It means you should not be easy, simple, or boring, but rather demanding, complex, and interesting. Why? Because when something is challenging, it becomes more rewarding. When something is difficult, people want to achieve it more. They become more motivated by it, and they feel more satisfied when they succeed. This is called the goal gradient hypothesis, and it applies to human relationships as well. For example, imagine you have a task that is very easy, very simple, and very dull. You might not find it very engaging, and you might not feel proud when you finish it. You know you can do it at any time and that it requires no real effort. Now imagine you have a task that is very difficult, very complex, and genuinely interesting. You might find it deeply engaging and feel immensely proud when you complete it. You know you can't always do this and that it demands a great deal of effort. If you are simple and boring to the people in your life, you might think you are being easygoing and avoiding conflict, but in reality you are making yourself less attractive. You are not challenging them or motivating them. You are not creating any tension or any passion. You are not being challenging.
So how can you be challenging? Here are some tips.
Don't always agree with them, or occasionally disagree. Have your own views, your own perspectives, and your own arguments. Don't be afraid to debate or to challenge their opinions. Make them think, and make them respect you. Don't always do what they want, but sometimes do what you want. Have your own goals, your own ambitions, and your own dreams. Don't be afraid to pursue them or to achieve them. Make them support you and make them admire you. Don't always be gentle with them, but occasionally stir things up a little. Have your own humor, your own wit, and your own charm. Don't be afraid to tease or to flirt. Make them laugh and make them desire you. Don't always stay the same, but sometimes change. Have your own style, your own taste, and your own personality. Don't be afraid to experiment or to try new things. Make them curious and make them pleasantly surprised. By being challenging, you will make yourself more rewarding. You will create a sense of motivation and a desire to achieve more. You will make them work for you and feel satisfied when they succeed. You will become a priority in their lives. The sixth strategy is to be social. It means you should not be isolated, lonely, or antisocial, but rather connected, popular, and outgoing. Why? Because when something is social, it becomes more attractive. Think about it. When something is liked by others, people want to like it more. They are more influenced by it and they conform to it more readily. This is called the social proof principle, and it applies to human relationships as well. For example, imagine you see a product that nobody is buying, nobody is reviewing, and nobody is recommending. You probably won't be very interested in buying it, and you won't trust its quality. You know it isn't popular and that it has no social proof. Now imagine you see a product that everyone is buying, everyone is reviewing, and everyone is recommending. You might be very interested in buying it, and you might trust its quality. You know it is popular and that it has a great deal of social proof. If you are isolated, lonely, and antisocial, you might think you are being loyal and focused on the people around you. But in reality, you are making yourself less attractive. You are not demonstrating your worth, your influence, or your popularity. You are not creating any social proof or any sense of competition. You are not being social. So how can you be social? Here are some tips. Don't isolate yourself. Connect with others. Have many friends, acquaintances, and connections. Don't be afraid to network or to socialize with them. Make them like you, and make them respect you. Don't be lonely. Be popular. Have many admirers, followers, and fans. Don't be afraid to showcase or share your achievements, your talents, or your skills. Impress them, and make them envious in the best way. Don't be antisocial. Be social. Have fun, have excitement, and have adventure. Don't be afraid to go out or to try new things. Attract their interest and make them want to join you. By being social, you will make yourself more attractive. You will create a sense of social proof and a desire to be around you more. You will make them impressed by you and make them want to spend more time with you. You will become a priority in their lives. The seventh strategy is to be positive. It means you should not be negative, pessimistic, or unhappy, but rather uplifting, optimistic, and joyful. Why? Because when something is positive, it becomes more attractive. When something is good, people want to be around it more. They draw more inspiration from it and they feel more positive themselves. This is called the emotional contagion effect, and it applies to human relationships as well. For example, imagine you meet someone who is always negative, always gloomy, and always unhappy. They always complain, always criticize, and always blame. They always see the worst in everything, and they never smile. You might not enjoy their company very much, and you might find yourself feeling more negative around them. You know they are not good for you and that they have no positive energy to offer. Now imagine you meet someone who is always positive, always optimistic, and always happy. They always give compliments, always express praise, and always show appreciation. They always see the best in everything, and they never stop smiling. You might be deeply drawn to them and find yourself feeling more positive in their presence. You know they are good for you, and that they radiate positive energy. If you are negative, pessimistic, and unhappy, you might think you are being realistic and simply expressing your feelings. But in reality, you are making yourself less attractive. You are not inspiring or uplifting the people around you. You are not creating any positive emotion or positive vibration. You are not being positive. So how can you be positive? Here are some tips. Don't complain. Give compliments. Find something good in every situation and in every person. Don't be afraid to express or share your gratitude, your admiration, or your love. Make them feel good about themselves and make them feel valued. Don't criticize. Give praise. Find something good in every action and in every effort. Don't be afraid to acknowledge or to reward their achievements, their talents, or their skills. Make them feel proud and make them feel motivated. Don't blame. Show appreciation. Find something good in every mistake and in every difficulty. Don't be afraid to learn or to grow from them. Make them feel optimistic and make them feel resilient. Don't be unhappy. Be happy. Find something good in every day and in every moment. Don't be afraid to smile or to laugh. Make them feel positive and make them feel joyful. By being positive, you will make yourself more attractive. You will create a feeling of positive energy and a desire to be near you. You will inspire them and make them feel more positive about themselves and about the world. You will become a priority in their lives. The 8th strategy is to be respectful. It means you should not be rude, disrespectful, or abusive, but rather polite, considerate, and kind. Why? Because when a person is respectful, they become more attractive. Think about it. When something is good, people want more of that treatment. They become more loyal to it and they hold it in higher regard. This is called the liking principle, and it applies to human relationships as well. For example, imagine you meet someone who is always rude, always disrespectful, and always abusive. They constantly put you down, mock you, and hurt you. They treat you like you are worthless and they never once care about your feelings. You probably won't enjoy their company much. And you might find yourself feeling angrier, sadder, or more afraid around them. You know they are not good people and that they have absolutely no respect for you. Now imagine you meet someone who is always polite, always respectful, and always kind. They constantly compliment you, appreciate you, and support you. They treat you like a human being and they always care deeply about your feelings. You might find yourself deeply moved by them and feel happier, more confident, and safer in their presence. You know they are good people and that they hold you in the highest regard. If you are rude, disrespectful, and abusive toward people, you might think you are asserting dominance and showing who is in charge. But in reality, you are making yourself less attractive. You are not showing them your love, your care, or your worth. You are not creating any respect or any trust. You are not being respectful. So how can you be respectful? Here are some tips. Don't insult them. Give compliments. Find something good in their appearance, their personality, or their behavior. Don't be afraid to express or share your admiration, your attraction, or your love. Make them feel beautiful and make them feel special. Don't hurt them. Support them. Find something good in their goals, their dreams, or their passions. Don't be afraid to encourage them or to help them reach what they're striving for. Make them feel motivated and make them feel successful. Don't treat them like they are worthless. Treat them like a human being. Find something good in their feelings, their needs, or their desires. Don't be afraid to listen to them or to empathize with them. Make them feel valued and make them feel loved. By being respectful, you will make yourself more attractive. You will create a sense of respect and a desire for more of your kindness. You will make them loyal to you and make them hold you in higher regard. You will become a priority in their lives. The 9th strategy is to be yourself. What does that mean? It means you should not be fake, dishonest, or pretentious, but rather real, truthful, and sincere. Why? Because when you are yourself, you become more attractive. Think about it. When something is genuine, people want to be around it more. They are more drawn to it and they feel more connected to it. This is called the authenticity principle, and it applies to human relationships as well. For example, imagine you meet someone who is always fake, always deceptive, and always pretentious. They always lie, always cheat, and always manipulate. They always act like someone they are not, and they never show their true self. You probably won't be very impressed by them, and you might find yourself feeling deceived, betrayed, or deeply disappointed. You know they are not real, and that they have no integrity. Now imagine you meet someone who is always real, always honest, and always sincere. They always tell the truth, always keep their word, and always act with integrity. They always show their true self, and they never hide their flaws. You might be profoundly moved by them and feel more trust, more admiration, and more respect. You know they are authentic, and that they are full of genuine honesty. If you are fake, dishonest, and pretentious with people, you might think you are being clever and getting what you want, but in reality you are making yourself less attractive. You are not showing them your real self, your real feelings, or your real intentions. You are not creating any authenticity or any true connection. You are not being yourself. So how can you be yourself? Here are some tips. Don't lie to them. Tell the truth. Be honest about your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. Don't be afraid to admit your mistakes or to apologize. Make them feel that you trust them and make them feel safe with you. Don't deceive them. Keep your promises. Be faithful to your commitments, your values, and your principles. Don't be afraid to stand up or to defend what you believe in. Make them feel admiration and make them feel proud of you. Don't manipulate them. Act with integrity. Be fair to your partner, to yourself, and to others. Don't be afraid to say no or to set boundaries. Make them feel respected and make them feel like you're equal. Don't pretend to be someone else. Show your true self. Be honest about your strengths, your weaknesses, and your quirks. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable or to be imperfect. Make them feel attracted to you and make them feel connected to you. By being yourself, you will make yourself more attractive. You will create a sense of authenticity and a desire to spend more time with you. You will draw them toward you and make them feel more deeply connected to you. You will become a priority in their lives. It means you should not be extreme, obsessive, or unhealthy, but rather moderate, flexible, and grounded. Why? Because when something is balanced, it becomes more attractive. When something is harmonious, people want to be a part of it more. They feel more at ease with it, and they feel more balanced themselves. This is called the equilibrium principle, and it applies to human relationships as well. For example, imagine you meet someone who is always extreme. always obsessive and always unhealthy. They go to excess in everything they do, turn everything they have into an obsession, and constantly neglect their health and their well-being. You might not enjoy their company very much, and might find yourself feeling more stressed, more anxious, or more drained around them. You know they are not balanced, and that there is no harmony in their life. Now imagine you meet someone who is always moderate, always flexible, and always healthy. They always find the right balance in everything they do. They appreciate the value of everything they have, and they always take care of their health and their well-being. You might be deeply impressed by them and find yourself feeling more relaxed, more calm, and more energized in their presence. You know they are balanced, and that there is a great deal of harmony in their life. If you are extreme, obsessive, and unhealthy in the way you treat the people around you, you might think you are showing passion and demonstrating how deeply you love them. But in reality, you are making yourself less attractive. You are not showing them your maturity, your stability, or your worth. You are not creating any harmony or any real balance. You are not being balanced. So how can you be balanced? Here are some tips. Don't go to extremes. Find the right balance. Be moderate in your actions, your emotions, and your expectations. Don't be afraid to compromise or to adapt. Make them feel comfortable and safe around you. Don't obsess over everything. Appreciate everything. Be flexible in your attitude, your perspective, and your choices. Don't be afraid to let go or to change. Make them feel appreciated and seen.